Well, after yesterday's events in court, we're all wondering what really is next legally for Jussie Smollett.
Indeed. So right now, we know he's being charged with disorderly conduct for faking that police report, but there could be federal charges on the way that because of that threatening letter that he mailed himself.
Yeah, so we brought in legal expert Exavier Pope. He's joining us here in the studio this morning. Exavier, thank you so much for being in here. And there's quite a lot to unpack here as far as the legal consequences of this case. So we wanted to just kind of kick some questions over to you.
Sure.
Starting off, how much time behind bars could Jussie face?
Carly, great question. Potentially 1 to 3 years. This is for a class 4 felony here in the state of Illinois. There is a misdemeanor, and people are asking, well, okay, why is it a felony instead of a misdemeanor? That's where the statute is set up in terms of filing a false police report.
You know, Xavier, the thing to me is it seems like there's so much insurmountable evidence against him. You've got the phone records, you've got the bank records, you have accounts from people involved in this, and the two brothers that left for Nigeria after the fact. So much staring in the face that leads everybody to believe, hey, my man, like just cop to a plea or something. You clearly did this. What possible defense could he be going with that could combat this?
That's a great question, Jordan. Maybe he approaches maybe his mental state, maybe some sort of substance abuse issues.
Does he remain defiant, or do you think he does cop this plea?
That's a part of your strategy. You want to be able to say that you're innocent until proven guilty, and you want to be able to put out the most vigorous defense you possibly can, especially the way that it started, Jordan, with the way it was projected to the public. And so I think that now that he's arrested, now his lawyers are thinking about how to move the strategy forward, how to put him in the best position.
Do you think that they're going to change course?
I think potentially he might change course. What if he decides to plead guilty and maybe mention some sort of treatment he may go, program he may go into? Maybe he gets probation. Maybe he can get up to 30 to 120 days of community service. Maybe he does that as well.
So will this be different in terms of you have the falsifying police report, and then you also have the letter that you sent to, allegedly sent to yourself? So are these different charges that he could be arraigned for?
That's a great question, Felicia. Now you're looking at the federal government. They were looking at in terms of the FBI, whether that was some sort of hate crime or something to that effect. Now, involved with that, there may be a federal charge potentially attached to that. That could be up to 5 years. I don't necessarily know whether that's going to be added on. That's a lot of money for taxpayers that's already been spent on an investigation already in terms of what's happened. So we'll see.
What about his show, his network that he's on, Fox?
Fox,
Can they fire him if he's guilty?
Well, there are certain moral clauses in contracts, usually with specialized talent. This looks like a specific instance where this could be a cause for them to terminate his contract.
Well, as you talk about that contract, I think the natural question we've been asking it all day is, can he rebound from this?
I think this is interesting, Jordan. What if he turns into a heel, where he goes the opposite direction? He turns into some sort of reality star, and they follow him around all of his ventures.
That's possible.
That's possible. Reality TV. Think of how crazy reality TV is. Who wouldn't want to watch Jussie Smollett and all his funny and weird adventures?
Celebrity Big Brother.
He's just so talented, unlike most reality stars.